get inside the high north of the water, stayed away from the golf. Don't have no worries, cause we're drunk, don't get nasty. Everybody now, where the page. You know he'll be tracking every move that makes. You know it's where the page. You know he won't let us all get blown away. Did I ever tell you the story of the drunk donkey? Once upon a time, there was this weather woman. You can come as a pilot, you stay kind of quiet, but you know you love watching my spin. So put your cone head shirt on, watch it live on Capone, and drink drunk donkey beer all day. You know he'll be tracking every move that makes.
All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. I see you dancing. Don't lie. That's a classic. What's up? We haven't played that song in a long time. That was a good one. Little dancing music, right? So hey, TGIF, what's everybody up to? We got a little bit of the weather to talk about. I was trying to find a cool satellite shot here. Let's leave this one up. This one's kind of cool. Let's bring it back to 6 hours here. And there we go. 6 hours coming up. There we go. All right, so we're going to leave the satellite up there. Hey, we just got a new supporter on YouTube over there. Tom, thank you, buddy. Let's see. Who are we going to start out with today? Probably Hunter. Louis jumped on my lap first. I had to go get Hunter. Hunter wasn't playing today. He's still taking Benadryl. Remember, he had surgery last Friday. 7 days ago, the little guy wasn't even on our show because he got his... Poor little guy lost his manhood. Good morning, Eric. Good morning. Hey, what's up, Dylan Hubbard? The UFO post. I know. Did you all see the UFO this morning? Man, I slept through it. I can't believe it. I was laying there half asleep. I don't know what I totally forgot about it. And people were thanking me that I reminded them. I needed somebody to remind me because I forgot about SpaceX this morning. Good morning, Rhonda. Seeing a lot of new faces. What's up, Harold? How's Idaho? What's up, Dan Siegel? Keisha from Jamaica. That is awesome. What's up, Shelly? John DeBoy from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. That sounds like a scary town. As I hold a little dog. Never thought I'd be a little dog guy. Yeah, I was sleeping too, Dylan. It was, remember, so this thing just started a few years ago, the SpaceX phenomenon. In fact, I got a picture here. This is from our buddy Jim Olson. Jim shared that with me this morning. And that was taken from Tampa Bay, actually. Good morning, Jim Parker. Good morning, Chris Roth. 83, I know. It's already 81 here. It's going to be a hot one. We're going to talk about severe storm threat. We definitely have storms to talk about, so don't go anywhere. Still talking about maybe tropics next week. I am not giving up. I'm going to talk about the tropics until they don't happen. Could be strike 3 for me this year. I always try to pinpoint where we're going to see the first action. They've all been low pressure systems. I don't want to hear it. I'm trying to predict when we'll get our first yellow crayon. And again, we joke about the early season tropics. They're nothing more than usually a subtropical system. Rainmaker, it doesn't matter if it's named or not. The effects are the same. And we are going to have some tropical spinnage coming towards the East Coast middle next week. Our system that we're looking at above me right now, this low pressure, you can see it spinning up there right around north of Kentucky. That's a low pressure area that's actually very well defined, and it's going to plop itself out over the Atlantic. We're going to talk about it. It's going to hit a high. It's going to curve back, and believe it or not, there's going to be a little window, a little itsy bitsy spider. Itsy bitsy spider. He's not feeling it today. Good morning, Rosie Crump. Good morning from St. Martin. Wow, that's awesome, John. One day I'll get down there. Be kind of fun. Karen Smith, how's it going? What's up? All right, we'll say hi to Louie, then we'll talk. I don't want to lose everybody with this shenanigans. Jessica, what's up? Blackmon. Jamie for the stars. Appreciate it. Good luck, Lightning. Hey, the Rays won last night. Eric, the Rays won, buddy. All right, let's think about Hunter. He's doing well. He's not wearing his cone anymore, so that's a good thing. Right? Say bye, buddy. Say bye, everybody. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. So Jim Olson shared this, and I tell you what, you guys don't disappoint either, because my goodness, we had 1,100 comments, which is probably 1,100 pictures. You just never know what what's going to go viral on Facebook. But man, we had 1,100 pictures shared on our page from people that saw they're calling it a jellyfish now. That's what SpaceX, everybody's calling it. So there's our buddy Louie. Thank you, Christina. So we're going to talk weather here in like 2 minutes, I promise. Brett Phillips is the man, Bill. Yep. I feel so bad. I missed the game. We went to tacos last night, as you probably saw, and our local little Oldsmar Tap House had a Cinco de Mayo party, and I was enjoying it. Emily drove the golf cart, so we were hanging out in the back. Me and Sarah were singing. But I put the music on the back porch last night, was going to turn the Rays on, and I was out before I even got the dang remote in my hand. It was a long day yesterday. But the Rays won. So it is Friday, so big shout out to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. We love them. You know that. We appreciate all their support. They're locally family owned here in Florida. So if you're hitting out of work today, swing by your good old ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Get your goodies for the weekend. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Sunday, we're doing a little special cookout here at home for our mothers. Definitely stop by ABC and give them some support for sure. Last little thing I'm going to share real quick. This was in our backyard. So people think, this is the second video that I did with my drone. I'm getting the drone ready for the season. It was a little windy out there yesterday, and I was zoomed in, by the way. The reason it looks a little more choppier than normal, I put the video on Zoom because Louie's watching. Louie's like, that's our back porch. That's why it moves around a little more of the Zoom. But I had people actually believe the gator is not real. The gator is real. I promise you that. He just hangs out there every day, a different spot. This guy's, he looks kind of mean. He's watching me. See, I zoomed in again. That's four times zoom. I didn't want to get too close because I didn't want him to snatch it. Yeah, so there you go. That was yesterday. And the turtles come out every day. I'm telling you, Mother Nature is so weird because every day the turtles hit the bank about noon to 1 o'clock. It's like, I don't even know where these turtles live. But we've had as many as 12 turtles on our back pond at one time. It's just crazy. It's like they all have an internal clock, right? Time to go. 5 o'clock somewhere. So that was a real gator, by the way. I just wanted to share that. So there we go. SpaceX, we talked about that. We're going to talk about storms. I'm going to put Louie down. Say goodbye to Louie. Thank you, Richelle in Louisiana. It's pretty good size, Eric. You ready to go? He's always looking. All right, go see your brother. Go see your brother. Oh, now I got hair all over my dang shirt. Ugh. Whatever. All right, so here we go. Let's talk weather. So it is Friday. Next weekend we got the GHC Governor's Hurricane Conference down in West Palm Beach. I'll be there. I'm hanging out with one of our great supporters. I'm going to share the details. So I will be in a booth Thursday if you want to come by and say hi. So if you're at the GHC Thursday from like probably 9 to 10:30ish, we'll have some free koozies and stickers. I'm going to announce where we're at so that you can come by and say hi. So weather now. So I woke up this morning and we had a bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings happening this morning. And the lines weakened a little bit. But man, this morning we got rocked here across the panhandle, as you probably know. And even in the lower Alabama, they had one tornado warning, several severe thunderstorm warnings. And this line is pushing itself east, obviously. The question mark is what's going to happen later today. Well, bad news is this. Storm Prediction Center has upped their chances every day, a little more. And we do have enhanced risk now, all the way in Florida, Georgia line, Alabama line, all the way up into Virginia. This is for today into tonight. We also have a marginal threat all the way down into Florida, and this marginal threat is extending to South Florida tomorrow. So this line is not expected to lose much punch as it heads east and south. So every day we've been seeing this enhance a little more. And now what's, the graphic to pay attention to the most is this guy. This is your tornado outlook. So, pretty big numbers. 10%, 5% is a large area. 5% brown. When you get this tornado probability legend, usually 5% is a tornado watch likely somewhere in that area. Yellow is getting pretty good chances of a tornado watch. Now, we don't have a hatched area, so hatched areas are usually the environment that's going to be more favorable for like EF2 pluses. But we do have two particular areas they're watching close: Alabama, Georgia, and then the Carolina and Virginia. So that's, pay attention to today. That's going to be a stronger developing line of showers today as it progresses. So Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles, no good. And everybody, hey, John Ferguson, how's it going? If anybody bite your dang tongue, it hurts like Hell, man. Ow, man. Morning, Paul Thomas. What's up? Just checking back to see if I missed anything. Janie from Deltaville, Virginia. Bill, what's up? Matthew, very good storm in St. Augustine last night. On the beach, yes. Jamie, what's up there? We got a bazillion people. Morning, Julie. All right, so there you go. There's a tornado threat today. That's interesting. We got a lot to watch. I'm going to show you some future radar here in a little bit. This is live radar. Tomorrow, now we got a lot of folks in Florida watching. This line is expected to extend itself down into South Florida all the way through tomorrow, and this could actually reach the Keys. Yes, Formula One. Sunday looks good. Could be gone by later tomorrow afternoon. Dale, what's up, buddy? Jane from North Georgia. You're going to have to be some storms later, Georgia. Megan from Melbourne. That used to be called O'Galley, as we know. We talked about that. My mom and dad grew up over there in O'Galley. As our buddy chimes in, usually, Richard Reamer from O'Galley. Cottondale, what's up? How's that low off the east? That's what we're going to talk about, Mark. We'll talk about that here in just a few minutes, I promise. So there's our storm threat tomorrow. So let's, 12Z isn't done running yet, but let me show you. By the way, I hope you got your official Louis cup, by the way. You got it. You got to start your day out with your Louis cup, okay? This cup is 3 years old. 3 years old. As we love to sip coffee. You can go to the store. We link it all the time, but in case you missed it, there it is. We have the link on the top, and your Louis cup is somewhere down here. You just got to look for it. Actually, you go to drinkware, go to mugs, and we have all the mugs. But there's Louis' mug, the infamous Louis mug, and you can get it in a bazillion colors. I kind of like that tropical blue right there. It looks pretty cool, right? Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Look at the little guy. That was... We made, look at there. I still have the hat too, by the way. Here's the hat. I've kept the hat. But anyway, enough of that shenanigans. Okay. But there you go. I love that color though. That color is totally me. Tropical blue. Let's look at some future radar. So yeah, listen, we got, line of storms. Unfortunately, I did post this on our page here a little bit ago. This is, real quick, this is the map for midnight-ish. Now listen, nothing's ever 100% obviously, but this is the basic line of storms tonight. This could be anywhere. Usually they speed up. The frontal lines usually don't slow down. So more than likely this is around 11 o'clock tonight, midnight tonight. So when you're going to bed tonight, we got a lot of people watching in West Central Florida. Listen, we're going to have storms tonight. That means clean your gutters. We've already had a lot of rain, but a lot of people are going to get rain that haven't got rain. At this time of year, make sure you clean your gutters, especially in the pool area, because you get pollen. There's like natural dams and whatever else you got to put away. Because the rain's coming, line of storms, and it's going to be windy. We got a good severe chance for some severe thunderstorms tonight. You got a lot of heat in the atmosphere. You know that, right? We just had people in Miami say it's almost inching to 90 already. It's going to be hot today. It's already 83, 84 degrees here in Oldsmar. It's going to be really hot. So there's going to be plenty of fuel in the atmosphere later tonight. And the other thing we got to think about is because this is technically a cool front, there's going to be cold air aloft up top. And every time you have cold air and rising thunderstorms, we have a threat of hail. So, you're going to see an outside chance of hail tonight, along with these supercells. So this line is going to push itself all the way down to the Keys. And let's talk about that. So it's important. Then we'll talk about possibilities of tomorrow, or tropics, because tropics are inching up. So 10 days from now, 5:15, we're going to start getting daily updates from the National Hurricane Center. Can you believe it? Well, let's look at everybody first, and then we'll look at because I don't think that 12Z's. Well, we got enough to show here. So yeah, can you believe it? Like the season's here already. Hey, Jeannie, cousin, what's up? Jamie said everything blew off her porch this morning. Donna, hey, Donna Spicer, good to see you. I think about you guys a lot. Of course, our good old buddy Bill, man. I still got the jacket hanging up in the garage. I promise. He's the man. I still remember his phone number. I can't say it out loud because, but 13's in it and 00. How about that? I used to love. I miss that guy. We talk all the time. I don't talk to a lot of people, but it'll be all right. You'll have a little bit of rains in the morning. So let's put the radar in motion. Everybody will get an idea before I ramble and lose everybody. So this is what we're watching. This is today. This is the freshest models out. So we're just going to go timeline. Let's go to noon. So there's your noon line. Now see, we got a secondary little line of storms coming because of daytime heating. So don't get that first little line that came through this morning is actually going to kind of fizzle out. The main line is still setting up here. This is at noon. So we might have a double whammy today for folks up there in the Northern Gulf, Mobile. Look at this. This is noontime today. So we got another round. Don't get caught off guard. That line that we had this morning is not the whole thing. This is noon today. So we're going to have storms redeveloping. Okay. This is early afternoon. Look, another line of storms coming through lower Bama, Georgia, Florida. And there's our strong one starting to set up here to the north. This is about 2-3 o'clock this afternoon through Tennessee. So everybody going to be a little bit of action all the way up, all the way up through Virginia. This is afternoon. Let's go to this evening. So here's your line. And, 5 o'clock. Let's go to about 7 o'clock. There you go. 7 o'clock this evening. There's our strong storms in Virginia and North Carolina. There's another round coming through Charlotte. So listen to a lot of Mets in that area. Daytime heating, this intense heat that we have is going to really fuel these supercells. So, you get a combination of a lot of unknowns because you have frontal line coming down, which is, late season front, kind of rare. Not a lot of cool air behind it. But when you have all this intense heat in place, sometimes these things can really brew some surprise little thunderstorms. And we've seen that the last few days. A lot of severe thunderstorm warnings popping up. And the severe thunderstorms, 50, 60 mile an hour winds, small hail, isolated chance for tornadoes. All right, so overnight tonight, here's what we got. So this is going into the midnight hour. All right, let's stop here. It's about 2 a.m. And let me show one more thing. It's really interesting. So we're going to go into the tropics next, I promise. But look, what we're going to focus on right here, this little area right here. And if you see it above me, I wish I could wrap around and point, but well, I can't point with my pointer work. No, anyway. This low, I can zoom in on it though. Right around here, but there's a low spinning. And this low is going to plop itself out. Now, I'm going to rewind it. You can see the rotation. Look at that. Look at that. That low is a really strong mid-level low. You can see the spinnage, and that's what we're going to talk about with the tropics. But let's zoom into Florida now and talk about the squall line later today and tomorrow. because we got a lot of people haven't had any squall lines in Florida in a while, especially. All right, so here we got today. There's that. So this is what we had this morning. It's already making its way to Tallahassee. It's going to fizzle out. Next round, like I said, is this afternoon, noontime. There's another little spot of storms this afternoon. So we're going to have another round brewing. This could give you some intense little storms here in the Panhandle early this afternoon. And it, kind of see the frontal line. It's a lot of breaking up in it, which gives these a chance to retain some of that heat throughout the day. So going through Gainesville, this evening about 6-7 o'clock tonight. This is the heart of it. This is this evening. Could be some isolated cells towards Jacksonville. This is later, like 8 o'clock tonight. Here's that squall line setting up. So here we inch into midnight tonight. So there's a line, there's a line, there's a line. It's going to be really hard to know exactly which ones of these are going to be setting up. But the bottom line is this: overnight tonight. This is one in the morning. We'll be watching this. This will be squalls in off of the Gulf of Mexico. We could definitely see some surprise tornado warnings. You never know. They're usually quick this time of year. Water spouts usually are, dissipate fast. You get a lot of radar signature tornadoes this time of year. Hopefully they don't ever materialize. But, have your radar, go to bed at night. Have your weather alert radios on and just be alert. So anyway, here's tonight. Could be a good little line. This is 5 in the morning. So it could be multiple rounds of storms. This is midnight, 5 o'clock. So all right. So there you go. You got the idea. The overnight hours tonight, basically here. Okay, that's overnight tonight. Anytime it's when it's dark out. This is the dark time rains, storms, dark. And then down here is light. I just do light like that. So that's a great forecast there. Here's your line tomorrow. Look at that little guy. This is 8 in the morning. Could be setting up, heading south. 8 in the morning. Look at this. Noontime. Early afternoon. Still got some juice. Look at that. Look at that. This is 4 o'clock tomorrow night. And we only got 32 hours. Let's see if we got any new hours yet. There's a 12Z models running out. We go to 35 hours now. This is 6 o'clock tomorrow night. 7 o'clock tomorrow night. So see the line still hanging on. So the bottom line is this. All right. It does look like it's going to make its way through Florida. A lot of people are skeptical. But you got Saturday plans. Watch that frontal line tomorrow because it's going to come. Could be some severe thunderstorms with it. But it'll be here fast gone. This is, like I said, this is 7 p.m. tomorrow. Marco Island. Miss Spicer. Naples. And it'll be gone. So tomorrow evening, and it is going to make its way south. We go to the 6Z. I would prefer to stay with the freshest model, but we'll get the idea. This is overnight tonight. Or tomorrow night. And it will make its way through Miami later tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. It will reach the Keys, it looks like, overnight, Saturday night. So again, by Sunday, everything's gone. So there is going to be some stuff to watch, no doubt about it. Let's look at some other maps since we got the 12Z up for severe potential here. Let's take a looky at. So supercell composite definitely shows, colors mean chances for supercells through the night. This is 10, 11 o'clock tonight. Could be getting close to Orlando. So it could be some strong storms overnight. Remember, dark. They're not calling, SPC isn't officially calling tornado yet, so that's good. We'll see if they change that. But as of now, the tornado outlook is maintaining itself north of that line. So hopefully we won't get any tornado. But we do have a lot to watch today as daytime heating comes in with these spots. This is your tornado ability legend through that covered. Down the road, that is way up north. This is Monday, I believe. Yep, Monday. So Monday, storms. Sunday, not a lot. And then we don't really show anything else for a while, so we're not going to worry too much right now. I don't want to go too far out. Look. Day 3, which was Sunday here. And look, nothing. So Sunday looks great. And we can show you that real quick. Let's take a look at the... we'll just look at... we'll look at... this right here. So we're going to have dry air. Oh, this is such a cool map. This is... can I say sexy? Look at this swirl. I'm telling you. All right, so we're going right into tropics next. Watch this area right here. Such a well-defined low-pressure system over land. It's going to curve back and go like that. Watch this. Poetry in motion. Look at that. Look at that swirl. Isn't that amazing? Just focus your eyes. Breathe. Focus. Focus on the swirl. Look at that. That is so awesome. But what I wanted to look at, I don't remember now. Oh, dry air. Oh my goodness. This is it's such a beautiful map. So here's Sunday. All right, so what I wanted to show is this. Sunday, basically. Here's Sunday. I have not started drinking. I do not do that early, ever. Unless I'm on a cruise or unless I'm camping or maybe on a boat or at the Rays or NASCAR. But here you go. Here's the map for, let's zoom in on a little better here. All right, this is Sunday basically. So Sunday in a nutshell is right here. This is a great little map, Sunday. So our funnel line made it south. Right, there's our funnel line. It's Sunday morning. All this brown is dry air. So not a lot of moisture in place on Sunday. Sunday's a pretty nice looking day for most everybody. Here's that spot they're watching for storms to the north. But this is Sunday. And there you go. So there's our little low coming off the coast. And now we're going to focus on that as it breaks off and comes back around for Wednesday, Thursday action. That's a beautiful map right there. Take a picture. Hey, did I see? Did I see everybody? So we had our big district championship game, by the way, y'all. And guess what? Our Eastlake Eagles won their big game Wednesday night. They are the 7A District 7 champs. So Trent Hogg, if you're watching, big game, big 3 games. We had to play our rivals twice, Palm Harbor and then Plant. And the girls did great. Now they get to play Thursday. So Shelly, when I go to the GHC on Thursday, I have to hit the car in like overdrive. I can't drive 55 because we're going to have a game Thursday night. All right, so with everybody still here, we can talk about tropics now. Nothing's freezing up, I don't think. Gypsy might be year end. I'm sorry. Margaret, thank you for the stars. Hey, by the way, we're streaming on Twitter now, of course, YouTube, and we have a lot of people that watch the replays, and we also have a podcast. Believe it or not, I'm getting a lot more people downloading this podcast. So if you're into podcasts, it's right here. You can actually listen if you don't want to see my ugly mug. Actually, you can't even see the top of my ugly mug. I got my hair cut. Pedal to the metal. I won't be eastbound and down. I'll be westbound and down. Westbound and down. Load it up and truck it. All right. Oh, can you believe my Andy Simmons song, YouTube flagged me for the Mustang Sally as a parody song, even though it's not had any words with Mustang Sally, they still pegged it as the theme of Mustang Sally. All right, tropics. We love tropics. All right, so as we talk about it, all right, we're going right into tropics mode now. So we talked about this map. So I haven't even touched the coffee yet. That means we have a lot more. Look at it. You can almost see it. Look. Don't spill it. Look. Look. I still got coffee left. Yeah, I think I remember that, Shelly. You know, it's funny you say that because I was hesitating playing it again, and I'm like, because I know they let us play the Folsom Prison Blues one. But all right, so May 15th. All right, so May 15th we get the crayons. This is when the crayons come out. This is the new NHC maps they start posting. They did this last year too. So the yellows, the oranges, and the reds will be coming out at May 15th, 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe 2 a.m. 2 a.m., 8 a.m., 2 p.m., and 8 p.m. We'll have new maps of these and new maps of these. Right now, obviously, there's nothing. I've been hyping. I love the hype. I've been hyping something that isn't there. I don't care. Hey, you know, on the website, did you know this? There's so much good stuff on the site. Did you know this box right here? If you type in your area, or even my zip code, look how cool this is. You go straight to the National Weather Service and you get your local forecast. And they update their local forecasts frequently. I mean, if you want up to date, bam, 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 it is the most coolest feature of the site. I don't even think people realize that. So let's go to Tropical Tidbits. We got a little bit of tropics to talk about. I guess that'll be the first place we're going to always go is Tropical Tidbits for anything developing. So we're going to pull up the eastern seaboard and we're going to zoom in a little bit. And let's look at one more map. I want to see if we see any of that low-level spinnage right now with our windy map. Oh, gosh, there it is. Look at that. Oh, it's like poetry. Look how pretty that is. Oh, oh, look at that low. That's a surface low, man. That is amazing. Here it is right here, by the way. This is what we're looking at. That's it right there. Look at that low pressure system. And it's going here, and it's going to curve back around. And it's going to do that. God, does anybody else get excited about stuff like this? Look at that. That is a real-life low-pressure system. Over land. We got land spinnage. TGIF and, yep. Julie's working late tonight. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll probably hit Chili's later. Because Sarah loves her Chili's. All right, so there it is. Gosh, that is so cool. I don't want to go away from it. All right, so that's what we're watching. So here's the GFS. And what we're going to see is this. Let me go with time here. This is your anomaly map. This just shows you blue pressures or low pressures, oranges are high pressures, and that's how the whole world works. So here's what we got. GFS, latest, it shows a deepening, 997, pretty decent, 999. Now here's that little window. This is Sunday, okay? So we got the warm Gulf Stream. This is, yep, I'm sorry, I froze out. I froze just like Facebook froze. So we'll see. It's a mid-level low, but I'm arguing that it has low-level circulation. And in the past, we have seen models like this. We have actually seen the NHC do stuff like this before. We've seen them do this with an arrow, and then they drew a circle like that. In the past, we've seen that, and that might be 20%. So we'll screenshot that one day. If it happens, I'll say I'm Nostradamus. But anyway, I was going to look at vorticity over land. Let's see if we can see any. Oh, there's all kinds of broad. Look at that. You can see it. And we still even have some over in the Bahamas. I'm surprised about that. Been watching that little area, but not really doing anything. It doesn't have any convection with it. Had a little bit, but not really. All right, so that's it. All right, so there it is, 1,003. So right now it's parked over top of the Gulf Stream. It's still around 78 right now. Not quite 77. Typically they like 80, but subtropical systems can definitely form in a cooler core setting. So this is where we'll have a little window. This is Sunday. Now again, I'm not. If it became subtropical Alex, it would be the exact same effects as if what's really going to happen. So I'm just more, I don't know. I'm excited about nothing. Brew Crew Cat 5. Oh my God, I cannot wait. We got some exciting stuff coming for Brew Crew Cat 5s. We got it. All right. So here's what we got. So here's Monday. You know, sandwich out there between Bermuda and the coast. This is Tuesday. You know, got a high pressure system to the top here. And the high pressure basically is building around our system like this. We showed this a bunch. This is the kidney bean. And it's got nowhere to go but back this way. And, you know, 1005. I've seen storms around that before. You know, this is Wednesday. And it comes back. And the latest trends have been anywhere the center, pretty much anywhere like that. Now, the only reason this is means anything is, remember, low pressure systems spin counterclockwise. So that means, you know, center north will have the most effects. So have rain, sloppy rain into the Florida Panhandle, but wherever that center sets up is where we end up seeing winds and surf. Now, we're going to look at all the models, but when this sucker's parked out here, this is Monday afternoon. You got to remember, we got a tremendous amount of wind coming in. We showed this a lot on Wednesday. As this thing begins to try to set up, we're going to have a lot of coastal action, waves and winds, Sunday. When it plops out Sunday, so we're basically going to have forget about boating Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, probably Wednesday, as this thing sits out there. Especially Sunday, we're going to have strong winds. We'll show you that. We had 50, 60 mile an hour winds possible along the Outer Banks north. And then as this comes in, we're going to have winds coming in this way. So, you know, depending if it does maintain some sort of low pressure, we could have some flooding, you know, especially in the low-lying areas, high tide around Charleston, Brunswick, close to Savannah. That would be more midweek, like, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right, so there's GFS, you know, weak, little low. Looks good to me, but it's not. 850 vorticity. Let's start out with 550, 500. This is, by the way, Tropical Tidbits. I try to share it a lot. You know that. But we go to his site a lot. He was one of the first that really developed tropical models for the public. Levi, now he's a big dog at the National Weather Service. I believe he works in Hawaii or Alaska. I can't remember. Hawaii, I believe. He lived in Alaska. Now there's Hawaii. But so I just got an email. Somebody asked me, are we doing a t-shirt? That's funny. I do. Oh man, I got a bunch of emails. Holy moly. Don't forget Mother's Day. I just got an email from 1-800-flowers.com. I might have to use them. So here's 500 millibar spinach. Very well defined. Look at this. So here it is coming across, and you know, very broad, but very well defined. Then it gets picked up by that little system Sunday over the flyover states. I don't know what they are. And it gets pulled back up. So again, it loopies around like that. That's 500 millibar. Lower level, 850 vorticity. You can still see spinach, very well defined spinach in the atmosphere. And the core of it, the latest run, goes right over Jacksonville, Brunswick, Savannah area. And this has actually slowed down a little bit. This is Wednesday. This is Thursday into Friday. So originally last week we were talking about this. We were talking about Wednesday, Thursday. Now it looks like Thursday, Friday. You know, nothing's highly accurate that far out. But anyway, all right. Now let's look at the old classic wind map. 850 heightened wind. All right. So this is what we usually look at in the tropical season. Now note this. The winds are well displaced from the center, indicating that if it was tropical, it would likely be subtropical, meaning a wider base system, colder core, convection not around the center. Convection is more outside the center. But we are starting to see some signs that, you know, we can see some winds. You know, this is classic low pressure field. So named or not, we're going to have a windy coastal event shaping up for next week that you're going to start hearing a lot more of as we get closer to through the weekend. Again, nothing to stress about. Here's 10 millimeter winds. And again, as it approaches, that's pretty sexy, man. I'm going to unofficially, since we can't use the name Alex, we need to come up with another name. What could we call it? Alf. Let's call it Alf. Let's find a picture of Alf, and I'm gonna come out. We're gonna unofficially call this system Alf. With the rose. Look at this. This is awesome. So here we go. This is perfect. Look. There you go. Alf. We're going to name it Alf because it has a rose. So Sunday is the day that Alf is born. And it's got a rose in his mouth. Alf has a rose in his mouth. And perfect for Mother's Day. Can't officially call it Alex because it's not. We can name any thunderstorm we want to. So we are officially calling our first. We're gonna unofficially call our first unofficial non-storm Alf. Because Alf isn't real, just like our storm, but it is Alf. So I'm gonna keep that graphic handy. All right, so look at some other models. Whatever. We're gonna look at the wind. Bottom line is this: these are your 10 millimeter, or 10 millimeter. I'd be like that far off the ground. They'd be out there measuring it on their hands and knees. These are your 10-meter winds. But you can see the winds. I mean, again, coastal winds, man, holy moly. All this area right here is going to be really impacted through Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And then as this thing approaches, we're going to see more wind events, obviously, here as our counterclockwise pushes in Atlantic storms. And there you go. Boom. All right. One last map. Let's zoom in a little closer to the east, and we'll put on the old precipitation map, and just to give you an idea what you got. So I talked a lot about this exit and entrance. So Sunday, big old sloppy mess here coming off the coast. Like I said, Sunday's not too bad a day. There's going to be a little bit of lingering here, maybe Outer Banks north, but on the re-entry. Now again, we talked a lot about this too. Depending on how see this thing spinning. Wind and waves 100% along the coast throughout the week next week. But depending on how close this is to the coast, you could be right on the edge here unless you're at the frying pan tower. The rain might stay just off the coast. Now, as it comes on that re-entrance, I called it, there it comes back. This is Wednesday into Thursday. We're going to get it's going to come back now. It's like a boomerang. And there we go. So this is Thursday into Friday. We can start to see more coastal rains as it dissipates. And then, there we go. There's Florida next Saturday. So, it's slowed down a little bit. Like I said, here's, this is next Thursday night, Friday. Looked like it was Wednesday, Thursday along the coast. Now it looks like it could be more Thursday, Friday, even inching into Saturday. All right, look at some other models. That was only one model, one run, but I only focused on it because I believe it. Last night's 00Z James Bond. Oh, look at that! It even went a little. Hey, Shelly, came right to you. Wow, 00. The 00Z really. Look at that little sucker, man. Alf is looking like he deserves to be called Alf. Now, listen, it did speed up. This is Thursday night. See, that's windshield wiper effects with models. I love what we do here. This is 00Z models in the past. My good buddy Dennis Phillips always told me, and I've heard it before, the 00Z models in the past were fed the freshest data. 06 was kind of still riding on the old data, what I used to hear, at least back 5 years ago. So I always default back to the 00Z model as being a little more reliable than the 06. But hey, Jim Bella. Oh, Julie. My wife, Julie? There's another Julie. I haven't even looked at the thing. Hey, thanks for the stars, Caddy. Appreciate that. Destin. Coming to Destin, Murray. Cool. Alf of Spinnage. Swirls. So anyway, boom, same pattern. Again, like we said, this whole area right here, curious on, what happens with our return of Alf. Alf is unofficial. And they could speed back up again. This is back to the old Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday. But very interesting, man. I'm telling you. It's really going to be fun to watch. We're not talking hurricane. Never mentioned hurricane. Weak. Our afternoon thunderstorms are stronger than this. So all right, let's go to the latest Euro. If you haven't noticed, Levi's added 6Z modeling, 18Z modeling, and now precipitation modeling for Euro. All right, Sunday, low plops out over the Atlantic and never really does much. All right, this 6Z doesn't go. Remember, 6Z only goes out 90 hours. There's the latest Euro, very broad low, doesn't do much with it. But still got spinnage out there over the Atlantic through the week. Comes back Thursday here along the coast. So the Euro has a little less excitement than the GFS, but it's still showing spinnage. All right, latest Canadian. What are the Canadians up to? There's our frontal line coming through today and tomorrow. See it down there? Here's our low up here, up there around West Virginia. Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah. All right, so there's your CMC. Kind of like the Euro, not very excited about it. It's been off and on with this, how much low is going to actually retain itself as it comes back. So there's that. Icon. Let's see. I thought the Icon did pretty good last couple of years. And this one only goes out on 5 days. So as we get into next Wednesday, there she is. Low pressure. See it? Spinning. So anyway. And it kind of brings it back, sloppy mess. So there you go. A couple other maps we can look at real quick. Let's take a look at a blend of models. This was an update this morning. It did now. 5. Oh, no. 6Z did though. 00Z didn't run. All right, so I don't think we can look at. We can only look at. These are your GFS ensembles. And high probability. GFS is really the only one very aggressive with development. This is your GFS ensemble base probability, and it's quite high, But really only 1 out of 4. That's why not to. Hey, you know what we haven't looked at this year? Let's look at the other models we got. We got the UK. I haven't really looked at the UK in a while. I got to reaccustom myself where these models are at. UK used to be kind of good. Man, lately it hasn't been the last couple of years. And you can kind of see it right here. It kind of brings it down. So UK not showing much. But it is there. Oh, let's see another model map I like to look at. Euro's not too aggressive. I don't think they're going to have very many. We haven't really had much color. We did last week. There's still not much. So I'm not even going to bring that one up. And the Euro spaghetti, it's kind of showing the low pressure. Let's zoom in on that. It's kind of neat looking. I guess we can just look at. Trying to get one that's close. Anyway, all right. So that's what here we go. So it brings that low pressure over, and just kind of sits it out there. So, all right, enough of that. All right, so let's look at the winds real quick, because we do. And again, I talked a lot about today's storm. And listen, gosh, this is big news, really, believe it or not. Man, we're going to be in historical ranges of heat this weekend for a big part of the central lower U.S. There's high winds, by the way. Look at this. High winds, 5.8, 5.9. Look at that. High winds from Alf. Alf. This is 5.8, 5.9. What is that? Sunday, Monday. High winds. that's what you got. But anyway, the heat's going to be hot. You can see it on this global tropics hazards map here. Kind of hard to see. I'll really zoom in on it. So this brown area, and then you go down to this other brown area. This is the week of May 11th through 17th. The following week, this brown area here, that means the 7-day temperatures are in the upper third of historical range. And we still got signs that our first storm might end up being the Pacific. It always seems like the Pacific wins the first storm of the year. Okay, I want to look at the winds. Let's slow down a little bit. Oh, Reed Timmer just posted food. Oh God, I'd love to eat that right now. I'm trying to. Hey, I cut my carbs this week a lot, and of course last night we didn't. But you can lose a lot of beer belly just by cutting carbs. That means no pancakes. Bacon though, you can have bacon. All right, let's put this up. Wind gust. And let's fast forward to Sunday. And I'll just bring it right here for now for a second. And then I'll slow down a little bit. I feel bad not looking. Vicky says her neighbor's hawk. I got 4 bones by my feet. You know the story about the dogs, right? They bring all their bones down here. I got 5 bones. 6 bones. Oh yeah, the coffee maker. The Wi-Fi coffee maker. I didn't even know that was a thing. The water temps. Let's talk about that. Michelle, I follow that Lake Mead water level. I just can't believe it. The one video I seen on TikTok showing the water level going down the ramp, all the years, it's like, wow, man. I mean, to think there was that much water in there, and like, where did it go? It came to this side of the country. We get a lot of rain. But anyway, Shelly must have some new Wi-Fi coffee cup thing. So Eric's talking about the water temp prediction. Michelle, above average season. Everybody's predicting. Very believable. The water is warm. I believe it. What's the satellite loop on the right side? Oh, that's actually on windy. That is a visible satellite loop. That's your visible. That's why you see the daylight coming. What's cool about it, if you look on the satellite above my head, that's the visible satellite for the last 6 hours. And man, you can see the well-defined low-pressure system spinning. That's actually going to be coming back around and heading towards Florida, Georgia, midweek next week. Pretty gnarly, dude. Kitty Hawk. Yeah, let's show you. I'm going to show you that. Gypsy. Every time I see your name, I think of Jimi Hendrix. I don't know why. Ena June, talk about the thunderstorms was no joke. I believe it. You talking about this morning? Guess what? You have more coming early afternoon. Whew, man. I don't know if we're gonna go live Wednesday or not, Shelly. I gotta figure this one out. I want to get down to that conference. I'll let you know. Might have a lot of fans down there I want to talk to. It's 3.5 hours away. Man, bit my tongue hurts. All right, let's go for round. Let's go a few more. What's up, John? How's it going? Oh, John, I got a picture, man. I'll share you, buddy. Ken Insurance just emailed me. Get ready for hurricanes. Let's see what they said. Hey, Michael, it's hurricane preparedness week. What do they say? Oh, I can't hardly read this damn thing. All right. Hey, Michael. Man, you know you're getting old. It's hurricane preparedness week. Experts predict this hurricane season will be more active than normal. Now is the time to create an evacuation plan, strengthen your home against potential damage, replenish your hurricane supplies, renew your home insurance coverage. And I will do a little shout out here. Ken Insurance saved me about $3,000. I don't know what happened, but every year our house insurance was going up. And, man, I went online and somehow got them, and they're big in Florida now. And I went from $44 to $1,200. Can you believe it? I had to get a wind mitigation, but, oh, Emily just messaged me. What does she want? Can I come home early, Dad? Maybe she didn't. Let me see email. Yeah, that was her. What'd she say? No. She wasn't asking for anything. Okay. So let's talk about the wins, and I guess we'll wrap it up. Been an hour. I can't believe it. All right. So the wins, man. This is crazy. All right. So these are your Euro's always a little aggressive. Let's stick with the Euro because the GFS is showing a tighter low pressure system than the Euro. So the Euro is going to be more in the middle. Sunday, 5 a.m. So that means Saturday night. But look at these winds here. These are incredible winds coming along the coast. 50, any purples around the 50-mile-an-hour range. But these are going to be real life wind gusts overnight, Saturday night into Sunday morning. And as our low moves, these are going to stretch a little bit more into the Outer Banks. All right, so this is Sunday, 5 a.m. Let's fast forward to about noon. There we go. So there's our circular low pressure system. Sunday noon. GFS and Euro are pretty spot on. We're gonna get a lot of winds in Virginia Beach. Could be some coastal flooding for sure. Virginia Beach northward into Delaware, some I would think, because all this wind's going to be coming in pretty hard from the northeast. Saturday night and a big chunk of the day on Sunday. Sunday noon, things really get going Sunday later in the day. This is where our low slides off the coast a little bit more, and that's going to enable more winds to come down from the north. That means more of the Outer Banks will be feeling it on Sunday night. So definitely throughout the day on Sunday, things go downhill. And this is pretty consistent on the Euro and the GFS. So these are maximum worst case scenarios. Like I said, the Euro usually didn't go out that far yet on the HRR. Usually the Euro is a little bit more aggressive. All right, so then we go to Monday. Look at that. Still 5 a.m. Our low pressure is parked out over the Gulf Stream. So we have a pretty big wind event Saturday night north of Outer Banks all the way through Monday morning. And let's just kind of go really fast now. So there's our low, just sitting out there. This is Monday, 5 p.m. Look at this. Still strong winds from the north, 50, 60 mile an hour wind gusts. Sustained winds. We're going to be tropical storm force sustained winds, possibly sustained winds. These are Monday, 5 p.m. I mean, again, doesn't matter if it's Alf or not, or Alex. Strong winds Monday night. All right. And there's your GFS doing the exact same thing. Tropical storm force sustained winds Monday night. And we go to Tuesday. Kind of pulls away a little bit. Now here's the tricky part. As it comes in later Thursday, this is where we're going to watch a little bit more of the what ifs. There's our low off the coast of Florida. This is Thursday into Friday. Remember, some of the models having it going here, some of the models having it going here, and it's a big difference because look at these winds as they spiral. That means you'll get more coastal impacts. You know, you're not going to get any coastal impacts when the winds are coming across the state. So wherever that center sets up, we'll get some coastal action, going towards the end of the week next week. And we'll have to see. For sure. We're definitely going to get winds and waves. Storms and rains are very possible. Anytime you get squall lines out there over the Gulf of Mexico. Now, we talk about that Gulf Stream. Here's the latest water temperatures. They are a tick cooler than normal, but as far as subtropical systems go, we're inching towards 80 degrees in that Gulf Stream. So I'm telling you, man, it deserves a crayon. Chips. Oh, God. What channel's Chips on? Mark? You know what? I grew up watching Chips. I love... God, Seven Mary 3 and 4. Punch and John. God, I love chips. I don't know what it was, man. I just love chips. I just love it. When I was, my mom and dad would tell, like, when I want to know how long a trip was, they would be like, it's like one chips. That my timetable was, I didn't know what an hour was, but I knew a chips was 1 hour. So anyway, water temperature is hot enough. Gulf Stream looking, pumping that water. The last thing I'm going to talk about, got to go. There's our Gulf Stream. Holy cow, green. Wow, there's the Earth. We just took a trip. There's the Gulf Stream off the East Coast. Oh, sorry about the beeps. Oh man, I got to turn them off. Somehow I'm getting notifications on Instagram. All right. So there's the Gulf Stream. But back to Eric said one time real quick, the water anomaly maps, we'll just talk 2 seconds tropics, then I got to go, man. I got a crap load of stuff to do today. Your water anomaly map just came out for the month of April. And nothing alarming by it at all. Just that April cooled like 3 to 4 degrees Celsius in a 3-week span. That's your weekly anomaly. Here's your monthly. So your water anomalies for the month of April increase a little bit more than normal. It does mean a lot, actually, because hotter water, more potential for stronger hurricanes and down the road. With this heat that's building in next week, it's really going to intensify the water temperature. So we're seeing a warm up pretty quick. The other part of the region that we're starting to see a pretty fast warm up is across the main development region. That's because the trade winds have really relaxed a lot. The trade winds allow the waters to cool. That's starting to relax. The more that the winds die down here across the Atlantic, the more chance we have for temperatures water temperatures to increase. And you can see this kind of developing. We're starting to get our, what the hell was that? I think it's our resident squirrel. We have a squirrel that likes to jump on our windows. But anyway, high pressure builds in. The Atlantic stays hot, and that's what we're seeing. So, and of course, last but not least, talk about it a bazillion times, but we are inching towards La Nina through the season, and there we go. So that's it. How about that? So again, hey, this is tricky. Don't look at this. Oh, we go. Oh, there she comes. All right. So this storm line today, this guy right here is what we saw this morning come through here. This is not. We're not talking about this anymore. Okay. Now we're talking about a new line that's coming down here, and it's going to work its way in. And we're already seeing marine warnings. So it's a double whammy day. BOGO lines of storms for the upper Gulf. BOGO. And that's why we have a tornado threat later today down here. So we got to watch that. And like I said, this line is definitely making its way through Florida overnight. Keys are going to get it tomorrow night. Little cool down, little drier air. But the storms are definitely brewing. Let's see if I can pull up radar scope. Put it in my little window here, make it look halfway decent. So, we got a tornado. Holy moly, look at that. Tornado warning in New Orleans. What's up with that? That just happened. Come on. There we go. Yeah, look at that. That's a strong line of storms. Holy cow. Wow. Look at that. So, it's happening. Round 2. Tornado warning, New Orleans. All this line is building. Pascagoula, Gulf Shores, already Mobile, close to Panama now. We got it's coming. Round 2, and this will be by me tonight at 11 o'clock. So, Mary Kale Chapman, have a great weekend. Jeffrey Squirrel, Kathy, good morning. Gypsy, I'm done. Good, thanks, Gypsy. Yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed it. I love doing these things. We're going to be doing Tropics a little bit more. And again, thanks for all your support. We have a lot of great supporters. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And if you're on Instagram, we haven't figured out how to do the Facebook Reels yet on Facebook. But I do these little quickie 1-minute videos on Instagram. So you might want to check them out. I post some fun stuff on there too. But I do these little 1 minute tropical updates, and they get a lot of people watching. So then I end up uploading them also to TikTok. And believe it or not, I'm actually getting a pretty good little following on TikTok. Not big, but it's growing. So if you want a little 1 minute quickie updates, I do that a lot on Instagram and TikTok. And I've been uploading them to YouTube now too. If you go to my YouTube channel, there's all the videos, and there's the one I uploaded yesterday. So I'm trying to and then once Facebook gets our reels figured out, I'll be able to upload them there too. So I'm going to do these little 1 minute quickies. And they're very unprofessional, but they get the point across. So I'm not going to waste a lot of time making them look pretty. Weather changes too quick to worry about that. So that's it. All right, I'm going to upload this to my podcast. Maybe post a little bit about our unofficial ALF. And that's it. So have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all you mamas out there. I love my mama every day. Try to talk to her. I got her on Twitter. I can't believe it. 81 years old. She's on Twitter now. So I'll probably have coffee with her later this afternoon or this morning. So take care of your mama. Give her a phone call. Buy some flowers. Or your wife. And go Rays. So have a great, everybody have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday for sure. Monday, the Daily Brew returns. So bye.